As part of the Cisco Express networking specialization, it is important to have a good understanding of the overall sales cycle that occurs and how to properly engage your customers. In this video, we will discuss how to identify Meraki opportunities, how to deliver compelling demos, and finally, how to go about registering opportunities. Let's begin with identifying Meraki opportunities. As you engage your customer and initiate the information discovery phase, the most important thing is to really focus on identifying their organization's pain points and top priorities. Really carefully listening, asking the right probing questions, and developing a true understanding of their overall strategy will allow you to lead the conversation in the right direction. Hopefully, the conversation would lead to the customer revealing goals, such as their desires to reduce overall headcount and consolidating their IT staff. This reduction in overhead and overall complexity should be immediately noted as an opportunity to really educate the customer about the solutions to address that concern. The same can be applied to a small to medium-sized business with limited IT resources that is in charge of multiple locations. In other similar conversations with groups that may be responsible for deployments across large-scale, branch deployments, or distributed enterprises, their challenges and focus areas may be very different. The single point of glass, centralized management that grants the staff clear insight and intelligence into their network from end to end is of immense value. And finally, as with most decision makers at the table, to get more for less or to produce an increased return on existing or future investment is always desired. So once these things have been identified, how do you qualify and position Cisco Meraki? Most, if not all, of the day-to-day challenges, requirements, and or network design considerations can be easily correlated and directly matched up to many of the benefits the Cisco Meraki platform has to offer out of the box. And the reason behind that is because the entire portfolio was designed with a core philosophy in mind, and that is to simplify IT and to keep the end user a top priority. If the end user is the main network administrator trying to keep an eye on his or her entire network distributed across the globe, Cisco Meraki's centralized dashboard provides that visibility and analytics to provide usage statistics or health status reports. If the end user is an integrator performing the deployment or rollout of tens, maybe hundreds of brand new branches, the robust dashboard provides efficient tools to help automate that provisioning and onboarding process to drastically improve the total implementation time. If the end user needs to improve their existing network and show new value with their investments, the all-inclusive licensing model, which represents total cost of ownership, entitles and provides brand new features that requires no additional CapEx or OpEx spend. If the end user is a consumer of the network, having the freedom when an organization provides a solid BYOD strategy through an integrated and low overhead MDM solution, increases their overall satisfaction and improved productivity. These are all different ways that Cisco Meraki's product portfolio directly meets a customer's requirements through catering to the end user and provides to them that the solution prioritizing empowerment. In addition to information gathering and discovery, a large part of the conversation will likely transition into a comparison discussion. Some confusion will definitely arise when approaching an opportunity where the customer is familiar with traditional Cisco's product portfolio through existing investments. A large part of this clarification is really centered around proper education that you'll need to help lead for the customer in order to properly set the stage to select the most appropriate fit for their organization's needs. Both portfolios have strengths, and there is definitely overlap with what can be accomplished, but they go about it in very different ways. With Cisco on-prem appliances, It offers a more comprehensive and modular customization approach that can be advantageous, sometimes mandatory, in order to meet some strict regulations or special use cases. Traditional Cisco has also had a long history and positive track record with third-party vendor integration support. And possibly one of the items that push Cisco solutions to the top is the flexibility in deployment through their deep command line CLI configuration options. But keep in mind that in order to utilize and deploy such a complex and elegant solution requires some overhead in the IT staff through training or hiring individuals with CCNA, CCNP, or CCIE certifications and experience. With Cisco Meraki's cloud architecture and portfolio, the customers that do have a cloud strategy or vision can very quickly and easily adopt this technology. They understand the benefits that come with a centralized management platform that offers global and an always-on availability model. Out of the box, built-in tools allow for troubleshooting on the go, again from anywhere and at any time where there is internet connectivity. Streamlined for the end user, the learning curve is next to zero. So whether it is an experienced super user admin of the network or a junior level part-time technician, learning on the fly becomes a real possibility with minimal training overhead cost. The entire solution can be optimized and catered to a single individual or an entire team. The dashboard scales and grows the solution at the pace of the customer. It is very easy to draw lines and arrows between the Cisco on-premises portfolio of products and that of the Cisco Meraki Cloud Managed Platform. Some of these have very clear overlaps, and customers may be curious as to how to go about architecting a new network or redesigning an old one utilizing these seemingly conflicting products. The key thing to focus on is that there is no single correct design philosophy, and every organization's methodology will be different. The intermixing of the two portfolios is perfectly fine, and the hybrid approach makes sense more often than you might realize. But keep in mind that there are inherent advantages to designing a solution that grants additional functionality when layered together in the way that it was designed. So to take advantage of those benefits requires some foresight and sometimes redesign. As an example, a deployment pairing Meraki MR access points with Cisco Catalyst switches can meet the needs of most companies. But this mix doesn't provide the Layer 7 application fingerprinting or network topology insight that would be gained had the solution been designed with Meraki MS switches working in tandem. It does come around to education, once again, and empowering the customer with knowledge of both offerings and selecting the best in breed to meet their needs. Delivering compelling demos. The Cisco Meraki sales cycle is inherently different, which translates to a very high velocity model. The cloud architecture and product experience itself is what separates it from our competitors in the industry. The see, try, buy process best captures this experience, and the results are exceptional. Customers can observe firsthand the unparalleled visibility and control of the Meraki dashboard through a professional webinar led by the Cisco Meraki marketing team or a sales demo conducted by any member of the sales team, including partners. Interested parties can then test out the gear in their own environments with the promotional devices they receive as a gift for attending the webinars or through the Cisco Meraki free trials program. Finally, satisfied customers may elect to purchase the devices and experience a new generation of networking that continues to gain value over time. While the see, try, buy model is very streamlined and allows partners to take advantage of many programs already in place, there is not one perfect pattern or series of steps to every opportunity. Demonstrations could include various sessions of dashboard demos that focus on different products or technologies and may possibly include a whiteboarding session to better illustrate complex topics, such as the Meraki cloud architecture. The trial period will likely contain the highest number of variables that could take some time to work through. The free trials program, along with their dedicated team and the Cisco Meraki sales specialists, are all consultants that will be more than happy to assist with the proof of concept, network design, and objection handling while the equipment is on site with the customer. Finally, the trials may sometimes run into additional pilot deployments that validates the stability and scalability of the solution before a customer feels confident with a full rollout. We demo Meraki's cloud-based dashboard to show that it is fundamentally a different kind of product. The cloud architecture makes a great live demo that can be performed from pretty much anywhere on any client machine. Those prospects in your audience should ideally be leaving the demo saying, "That's really cool and intuitive. I want to learn more." The ultimate goal is not necessarily to show all features and capabilities right off the bat, but you should drive home that Cisco Meraki's centralized dashboard is a fundamentally different kind of product with an elegant and clean design. It has sophisticated functionality that is easy to use, as well as demo right out of the box. Partners can sign up for a free demo account by going to meraki.cisco.com/form/demo. But what does the anatomy of a properly planned, well-structured Cisco Meraki demo look like? What features should be included, and how do we transition into the next phase of the sales cycle? The bulk of a proper demo should be spent demonstrating and overemphasizing the key value propositions through what we call the full stack demo. The core set of features provide a very logical flow that captures their attention from start to finish through relatable scenarios that the audience can immediately comprehend. Once the foundational layer of knowledge has been established, additional product-specific features can be layered on top to address the needs and challenges of that customer. This progression should be aimed at planting seeds of desire into the customer and recommending product evaluations as a next step. Let's take a closer look at the full stack demo and the various features that really showcase the end-to-end value provided within the Cisco Meraki dashboard.